Claire Obscure.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Okay. And the game award goes
Dispatch,
to
motherfucker.
Claire Obscure.
No!
33.
Hey, no, you see what's happening,
All
right?
the winners goes to Claire Obscure.
This is the Kingdom Come. It's gonna be a
Claire Obscure again! Again!
Here are
Okay, here we
the
go.
final
Listen,
5
please.
nominees for
It,
Claire
okay.
Voice,
bro.
a 100% fan vote
I will
award.
crash out if
Claire
Dispatch doesn't win
Obscure,
this. I will crash out.
Expedition
Go
33.
Dispatch.
There is no fucking way.
Tension in
Please,
Practice,
Dispatch.
There's no way.
song, and
I will
Please.
walk away.
This year, the
Not
fans
get it.
selected
Please.
Wuthering Waves as the winner.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hey, I don't even know
All
what
right,
the fuck
and
that
now,
is.
What?
Something great for you. Please welcome actor
What?
Rahul Kohli.
That's wild.
It was.
What?
Is it solid?
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Good evening.
What?
I play Arjun Devraj in the
Wuthering Waves!
To go.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, this is a video I wanted to do after the Game Awards 2025 wrapped up. And that is in regards to what's next for AdHoc Studio after Dispatch. Wanted to wait until after the Game Awards 2025 just in case any announcement or anything happened. We all knew yesterday was a very, very major disappointment. And I'm angry, of course. Dispatch, probably one of the best games, easily my game of the year, did not even win a single award. It lost both debut indie to Claire Obscure Expedition 33 and player's voice to Wuthering Waves. Never would have thought I'd say that, but yes. Regardless, please go show love to AdHoc Studio, the devs, all that. Like I said, an award is not the coup d'etat of if a game is good or not, but this game deserves much more recognition from the award shows and the greater gaming community. But listen, us fans, us players, we make up the predominance of it, so we will show love, we will let it be known. And when Dispatch Season 2 inevitably comes out, I'm sure it's going to win plenty of awards. Just a hunch. Alright guys, so I'm going to be discussing what's the next title AdHoc's probably going to be doing after Dispatch. They got actually a couple that we're going to be talking about here. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more videos covering Dispatch/AdHoc. We go for 1,500 likes on this video. Greatly would appreciate. Join over the near 30% who are subscribed, hitting the red subscribe button. Notification bell is set to all. Join over the 101,000 people that have subscribed to the channel. If you want to follow me on my social media down below, Twitter, Discord, TikTok, and you should go member to the channel, guys. You guys get shout outs. You get exclusive badge next to your name whenever you comment on my videos or streams, and you get access to member only post. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. Hope you enjoy. So, surprise, surprise, I've got this new face cam, 4K webcam, so I kind of just want to do face cam for this. Why not? So, we're going to talk about what's next for AdHoc. I'm a little sick, by the way, so don't mind my sinuses might be a little effed up here. But, so, the first new game we're going to talk about is the Critical Role /AdHoc game. Now, what do you mean by that? Well, Critical Role, we do know they had a major part in the development of Dispatch. They were partnered up on the project. And now with this next upcoming game, they have a choice. Obviously, we do know 4 months ago, on July 21st, that they had announced that Critical Role is going to start development on their first video game in exclusive partnership with AdHoc Studio. A band of professional voice actors improvises, role plays, and rolls on their way through a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. The voice actors play a diverse cast of characters who go on adventures within the kingdom. As we all know, there's a lot of familiar faces. Matthew Mercer, Laura Bailey, who plays Invisigal. Matthew Mercer played Shroud. You got Sam Rigel, Travis Willingham, who played Phenomenon, Liam O'Brien, Ashley Johnson, who actually had a couple roles. We know it was mainly Ellie in The Last of Us, Marsha Ray, Talia and Jaffe, and other people. I'm sure a lot of you guys that watch this are fans of Critical Role. So they have a YouTube channel with over 2 million subs. You guys can go check them out into that kind of stuff. But they're basically the reason Dispatch even happened. So, big shout out to them, because if AdHoc had not partnered with them, financially they probably would have gone bankrupt. A video game set in Critical Role's role-playing game world of Exandria is one step close to reality, but it will still be a few years before it sees the light of day. Critical Role is teaming up with LA-based indie game studio AdHoc Studio on multiple projects. We do know one of them was Dispatch, and the second one was the official development of the D&D-inspired company's first ever video game. Now, we do know, in addition to the Exandria set game, Critical Role partnered with AdHoc Studio on Dispatch. But that will include future brand development inclusive of an animated series, merchandise, and tabletop gaming. Well, they've already done merchandise. I don't know about tabletop gaming, but an animated series? And we all know this partnership kicked off when Travis Willingham, who plays Phenomenon Man, received an audition for Dispatch, and he was impressed by the narrative, game designs, tone, and storytelling style. We all know his wife is Laura Bailey, who plays Invisigal, so I just find that really cool, little similarities there. And Willingham had said, it's very early on in the company's co-development of original game setting Critical Role Exandria, but in general, Critical Role sees the game following the same template as the narrative gameplay in Dispatch, in which the player makes choices. So what you see in Dispatch, you're going to see in this Critical Role game. We're tossing around ideas. What are we thinking about in terms of the scope and budget and some of the things we must have, William said. You're going to want to see your favorite characters. The game will be something unique in the world of Exandria, and I think it would have to be something brand new in terms of storyline. He suggested that the video game might be set at some point in between Critical Role's main campaigns, and the game could feature characters from Vox Machina, Mighty Nine, and Bell's Hells. And Critical with this game is looking at a production timeline of a couple years instead of 5 years or more with a AAA title. And obviously, Willingham had said he would love to see someone take a swing at adapting Dispatch. And I think after Dispatch's success, I think we're definitely going to see probably his animated series. So this Critical Role game is likely what is coming next. Now, this article was made before Dispatch, and we all know Dispatch is a very popular title, like beyond popular. So AdHoc has a decision to make. They're obviously still going to do this Critical Role game, but now the decision becomes, are we going to get that Critical Role game out first? Or because of the success of Dispatch, are we going to do potentially the Dispatch Season 2 first, and then get that Critical Role game out? I'm on the fence about this one. Obviously, you know I would love a Dispatch Season 2, but after what Critical Role did, I think they deserve to have their game published next. For sure. But they're going to do both. It's pretty dang obvious at this point. As I mentioned in previous videos, Dispatch Season 2, the devs have talked about it, about wanting more, and that they want to see more, and that the success has been nothing they really could have imagined. Obviously, they thought, okay, it's going to probably do pretty well, but it's obviously overexceeded any expectation they had. So now their decision, really, because they basically confirmed through word, Aaron Paul even suggested that he, 100% down for more seasons. Moist Critical, a bunch of the other casts have said the same thing. So really the decision comes down to AdHoc. Will they do the Critical Role game first in Exandria? Or will they do Dispatch Season 2? And I think if I had to make a guess, probably going to be the Critical Role game first, because they've already been in development on that. And then right after, you're going to probably have Dispatch Season 2 ready. So I'm thinking maybe you're going to have the Critical Role game out maybe by 27 or 28. And maybe you can get Dispatch Season 2 out by 28, 29. Realistically, you get those two games out within a 2-year time span. That's pretty dang good. But if anything, this success of Dispatch means this Critical Role game is probably going to have a smooth sailing. It's going to have all the financial money it needs. It's definitely going to probably expand from Dispatch, have different elements, but mainly just focus on those choices and everything. Hopefully, they can get better with choices and the impacts they make with each game they make. So we're hoping for that. But clearly, Dispatch is going to be AdHoc's bread and butter now. I don't think anything AdHoc is going to make is going to reach the success level of Dispatch. So you could definitely see Dispatch Season 2 coming quicker than you probably expect. I mean, there's also a scenario where, yes, they could release Dispatch Season 2 before the Critical game. Just say, F it. We're going to drop it. What would you guys personally like to see first, though? Would you like to see the Critical Role game, The World of Exandria? Or would you like to see Dispatch Season 2? I know probably 90% of the chat comments are probably going to be Dispatch Season 2, but after what Critical Role did and the impact they made to Dispatch, I would definitely be 100% okay with AdHoc releasing the Critical Role game first. And plus, let AdHoc cook. We don't want to rush them. Let them take all the time they need with whatever project they do next, but it's clearly obvious they are not certain of what they're doing next. I'll play the clip. Take a listen.
So are there plans for another season? Was that kind of something you wanted to do? Are you kind of going to put Dispatch to one side for a bit, or permanently, whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I think it certainly was something we talked about early on of if this was successful to a certain degree, what would we do? And I mean, that's when you've created a new IP, it's it's hard to do that. So that in some ways you're like, okay, now that we've done the like insane heavy lift of like figuring out the world and the characters and what makes this unique, you feel a little bit like we might as well keep going. But at the same time, we also have a lot of, you know, other ideas and stories that we want to tell, and so it's something that we obviously can't ignore now, based on just the reception so far. And so it's in the conversation. I mean, again, like we haven't, like we had to like schedule time in the future where we're going to sit down and talk about what's next, because things have just been so crazy and we haven't had a chance to even really kind of talk about it ourselves. So that'll be future conversation in the year or later this year. But clearly people, you know, seem to be excited about it. So
Well, and also say, I think, you know, a mental list of like, this would be like a really cool season 2 thing to explore. So there's, you know, we definitely have that sort of stuff for sure that, yeah, I'm sure we'd be excited to get to think more about.
So with us being in December now, they're probably already in those discussions trying to figure out what's next. I mean, they already have those ideas for a potential season 2, so that's not a matter of if, but when. So there's also the possibility of the quote-unquote director's cut. Now, people have mentioned that there's been a lot of cut scenes, yes. So would AdHoc actually make a director's cut of Dispatch and add those spicy scenes and stuff they originally cut? It's very possible. Or they may include that in a potential season 2. We do know that an infinite dispatch mode is something that a lot of people want, and they've even discussed. That also is something they could add, so potentially DLC for Dispatch is clearly a possibility as well. And we also do need to have the Xbox and Switch release dates. I'm sure the game's going to come to Xbox sooner rather than later, so that's probably going to be something you're looking forward to next year. So I will say, do I think there's going to be a Dispatch Director's Cut? Probably not, but I do think they might have some kind of update where they add scenes or a potential infinite dispatch mode. So I would keep your eyes tuned for next year for that kind of stuff. And then after that, we're probably getting the Critical Role game, and then after that would be Dispatch Season 2. So let me know what you guys would like to see next from AdHoc. Just what I mentioned there is my idea of what I think is going to happen, but I'm sure when we get more news and stuff, I'll be able to discuss it more. But we're not going to probably hear some stuff for a little while, so as for now, let them cook. Patience, patience, patience. And Telltale Games is not going to be coming with Wolf Among Us 2, so hey, we're celebrating AdHoc here, not Telltale. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If we go for 1,500 likes on this video again, we would appreciate it. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more content covering this game and anything else AdHoc does. And I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the webcam. If you want to see more of it, this is a 4K webcam, so I wanted to show it off for you guys. It looks really good, so I'm very happy. For all that, follow my social media, stay connected with us. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace and love, and have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.